Stem cell therapy can bring great benefits for its patients, offering minimal risk and recovery time. BitBio is focused on revolutionizing this treatment by creating cell therapies that can treat almost any human disease. Carolyn Sim reports.
Inside these incubators are the building blocks of life, millions of stem cells created not from embryos but from human hair and tissue. And now technology developed by scientists at BitBio has unleashed the potential to transform these cells into any other kind of human cell, and fast.
BitBio has the potential to revolutionize medicine. In order to go from a stem cell to the cell type that we want to generate, we are instructing the cell at the RNA or DNA level to turn on a new program, and then that changes the physical reality of the cell. So it's very different from what traditional stem cell biologists have done. Because it's an engineering approach to biology, we have a lot more control, which makes it much more robust.
The ability to produce any kind of human cell on an industrial scale and at speed has huge implications for cell therapies, drug discovery and research. CAR T-cell therapy is already showing promising results, but it's expensive and limited in its availability because you need cells from a patient or donor. BitBio could change that.
If we can generate at scale those cells outside of the human body, then we get rid of that limitation of their availability, we get rid of the limitation of the cost. So cell therapy is definitely the area that we hope to sort of revolutionize with this technology.
As well as cell therapies, BitBio's cells could help transform how drugs are developed. It's well known that only 2 to 3% of new medicines make it past clinical trials and onto pharmacy shelves. But the use of human cells rather than mice could improve that.
The way to fix it is to take the cell that's actually affected by a condition, like a brain cell from a human being that actually suffers from Alzheimer, rather than a mouse that you have engineered because the mouse actually doesn't get Alzheimer and you've put something into the mouse that looks like Alzheimer. And we feel that even the smallest, most conservative estimate of, the impact that the use of human cells could be, which is potentially doubling the chances, has a tremendous chance of improving success rates and lowering the cost.
The Cambridge-based company currently has 2 products on the market, brain and muscle cells. Its goal is to make every cell type in the human body. Its breakthrough technology, Optiox, engineers genetic code into the DNA of stem cells, which is then switched on to reprogram each cell with a consistency and speed not possible before.
By using our technology, we can generate cells within 8 to 14 days. With the stem cells, we can put our proteins in, switch on that genetic switch that converts them. We can multiply those stem cells up to millions or billions of cells before we switch them on into the final cell type. And that provides us just with a bank of cells that we can constantly pull from that are the same.
Scientists here use machine learning to help them work out complicated connections in the genes of cells and what the codes are that govern a cell's identity.
This complexity of this problem is where machine learning can actually have a huge impact, because a lot of the data that we have for this is indirect data, it's indirect evidence. We don't really know which gene is doing exactly what, but we can measure the outcomes. And we can measure the outcomes in a lot of different cells. We can do that in millions of cells, and then really get this data, correlate the data, and run it through machine learning algorithms and try and find out what is cause and effect and what are the drivers in this process, really.
The company also benefits from research in the wider scientific community.
There's ongoing efforts to really sequence all the different cells in the body on a tissue level as well as on a single cell level. So there's the Human Cell Atlas and really initiatives like this that really provide us with really a great source of data.
BitBio believes its use of synthetic biology has real value.
It enables a new era of medicines, but it also provides drug discovery and development and researchers with a set of tools that they've never had before. And so I'm very excited about this.